Hey everybody, welcome back to Plum Figgy. This is Tammy. Okay, so it is December 13th and we need to do another journal entry in our December daily. So I keep saying ours, mine, but I feel like it's ours because we're sharing it, right? So, okay, so again, I've already thought about what I wanted to do, and today we are going to do number 23, Ornaments. So let's check it off. And I will write down somewhere number 23. You know what I haven't done? I have not done, I'm going to put it on the back of this, which I'm sure I'll forget. Okay, so I don't know which page I want to do yet. So let's oh, that's what we did yesterday. Oh, I was going to tell you, I said I was going to add a tab. So I just added a tab of, it's some tea-dyed, just lined notebook paper. I thought it was cute. So, ornaments. So I thought, again, we might do another spread, a full spread. And this picture obviously is like, it's full of ornaments. So I wanted to use this one for sure. And then I thought, well, duh, obviously there's ornaments here. So that's pretty obvious. But then this to me is kind of like suggesting it ornaments too. And then I pulled this out because, you know, it's cute and everything. But I'm not sure that we'll use this. This was some cute background paper that was just some leftover from a different one that we did. I thought this one could be a potential image to use. And then of course these, both of these would be good to use. It's just all about the Christmas tree and ornaments, essentially. This one more so maybe. And then I thought these would be good for just background if we needed them. And I may not use these, or even these or this, but I pulled it out just in case. Oh, and these two. So then beyond that, I do have some washi tape that is ornaments, which I thought we could maybe use some of that. And then you saw me find this, a couple days ago, sometime last week, in my stash, and it's obviously an ornament, so we could use that. And then a couple years ago, I think 2 years ago now, for a journal that I was working on, I think it was a Dollar Tree challenge where you can only spend like $15 or something for the entire journal. So I had to make a lot of different things. I ended up using a book that I had bought from the Dollar Tree, which is why you see this lady on the backside. So I drew some shapes that could be turned into ornaments. More of these two. This is kind of like a, I don't know, in Europe they say a bauble, or maybe it's just the UK. And then this is pretty much the same thing. It's just without the bottom part, it's just the ball part. So my templates for creating those, but I had some of them left over. So I thought I could use a couple of these as like to tuck into the pockets. This one I love the most. It's what I had done was taken some book page and did gesso over it, and then it was like a collage of that. And then on the back side I had added some tea-dyed, I guess crumpled kind of paper. And then where there were edges for where the pages met, I put that under the sewing machine and did like zigzag stitch. And then I went back and traced around those pages with my template, right? So traced around this on top of that and then cut them all out and then sewed around the outside perimeter for each of them. So that's pretty much how I did that. And this one's kind of the same thing. It's just there's book page sandwiched under in there, but this is like tissue paper that I use like a glitter spray on. It's very faint, but then the same thing. So that's what that one is. I have 2 of those. Here's another one like that first one, but in a different shape. So I have 3 of these ball-shaped ornaments that are kind of glittery, and then this one and this one. And I don't have any more of the star-shaped ones, but I love the shape so much, I might just make something out of that because, yeah. Anyway, so we have a lot of things to work with. What I was kind of thinking as far as a page to use, so that is a page like what we just did yesterday. So yeah, I was thinking a page like this where we have a pocket here and a pocket there, or maybe on the flip side we have basically the same thing, only the pockets are on this side. You know, we do have a page that I've already decorated here. It could be a very simple thing, but I'm not going to use this page for that because I have all those other papers that are perfect for it, and this one's not quite. But here's kind of my idea. So, you know, just kind of sticking some of these things in these pockets, and, you know, being able to put stuff on them as like, I don't know what I would talk about, honestly. Well, and the other thing is, I don't know that I even really have anything to say. I mean, they're ornaments, right? So maybe we don't do a page like that, and we just do a page something like this where there's no pockets or anything, but we could just cover the pages. And then I could use these to kind of cover the page over here maybe or something. I hadn't thought of this, but I kind of like that idea. How do I like that? I'm not sure. I don't know that I would use all of those then. Maybe one of each kind. Maybe this and a star. Okay, let's think about this a little bit. That's kind of cute. So what if we had this behind and you could still see it basically back there, but you had, you know, your things here, and then maybe I'd do the smaller star instead because that's now kind of covering up a lot. Let's see. Put that down here, something like this. And then, or we just do 2 maybe. I don't know. That's kind of weird and different, but I don't mind it. It'll be easy. I don't know. How do I think about that? Okay, so then on the other page, do we do 2 pages then? Because I have this, and we could, well, what I was thinking was I could do something where this was kind of hanging down from that or something, and then below that I have this image down there maybe, or something like that. Or this is just, I don't want to cover the whole thing. The problem is these are a bit big. They're just a bit big. We could do something like this, where this is kind of just pasted to the page. Getting a little weird. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this now. Ornaments. This one's a hard one. Okay, so that thinking still in play. What if we did this one and this one? They don't quite match in terms of color, but there's more of a border, so, you know, I could maybe cut one of these or something so it would fit on the page and not cover everything completely. Or do something like this where we could maybe make like a little pocket or something, and then this is just tacked on. Actually, I kind of really like that. I kind of really do. So then what do we think about this? Do we still use this? It's kind of like old, sort of old and new. But I'm not sure how I feel about it. Okay, well, I like this, so I'm gonna make a mental note. And then actually I could turn that into a pocket or something, maybe. Or I could do something like this where, although I don't know if I like the idea of this like kind of stuck on the middle of the page because it's gonna be bulky. But you know, you could do something like this maybe. Problem is this one's leaning that direction, so you kind of almost need it to be... No, I liked it better the other way. Okay, well, I'm gonna cut these 2 pages down and get them glued. Well, I'll cut them down, ink around the edges, and glue them to the paper, and then I'll meet you back here after that. Okay, so I got these 2 glued down now, and yeah, so I'm just trying to think through maybe what we want to do. Maybe we do this one over here with the little star down here, and then this one can be over here. And then I could, ooh, I like that idea. Because I was just thinking, I kind of wish it had something else on top of it. I wonder if I could tacky glue this down and it would stay. Well, let's try it. And as I was gluing these down, I realized I've got another page of very neutral colors going on today, but I don't know, maybe I'm just kind of feeling that this week. Not too bright and shiny, I guess, but let's see. Try and get this somewhat centered. And then, oh, you know what I should have done is inked around the edges of this. So let me do that real quick. I think I just put it on the back side. Oh, and I can tell because of the way it's sewn, but that's okay. So I'm thinking about this star and what we might do to I kind of want it to be a little different from the other 2 as far as how it's made. That's really kind of cute. So I don't really want to cover up this bow down here, but at the same time I don't care if it is. But let's just kind of play around a little bit with placement. Oh, you know, since I have this out, well, I need to do the star anyway, so. Okay, let's figure out this star. We could put this over here, but there's a lot of, well, I guess it wouldn't matter because this would be on the same side, basically. I was going to say there's a lot of things kind of happening off to the side over here, but would you do that? With this kind of going over the side. I don't really want the whole thing. Okay, I think it'll probably come over here. Or you know what? We could take this off and put on a skinnier one. Duh. I got plenty of string. We don't need that thick one. Okay, So actually I have one sitting right here. And we could even do, ooh, I just got a good idea, because I just bought all those little trinkets and things from Tim Holtz. And, oh, and I still have this that I'd like to use somewhere in my, in this December daily. It's just a cute little heart charm. But, we have all these, like, little bells and things. I didn't know, I thought I had bought, there's a package of just, like, these bells. But I didn't realize I had bought the package with all the little jingle bells. So we could totally add some of those on here. But let's think about that. Oh, and then there's all these too. Oh, these were from a different, these two were from a different set. It's from this as well. They're just all in here. So I just threw them all down in here. But we have some of these. A Wonderful Life might be kind of perfect. Merry and Bright. Merry Christmas. We have some of these too. It's the most wonderful time of year, but these are a little bit big and kind of might be bulky. And other set. Poinsettia. Wishes. Oh, I should have put that on that last page. Oh well. What's this? Mistletoe, maybe. I don't know for sure what that is, but peace. Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep A Wonderful Life out, and maybe we can figure that out somehow. But what if we did something like this where it was on top of the ornament like that? Because doesn't this kind of make you think of the movie in a way? Okay, how would we position this? I don't want to cover up the little kid. I do think this one needs to be over here. Like that. And they don't have to be a pocket. And then this could be over here, like this. Or even up here. I kind of like it right there. Okay. I'm like a squirrel all of a sudden. Okay, so I was going to turn this into a bow. Okay, so here is that little bow. Sorry, my phone's having a hard time with that metal. I'm going to put a dot of art glitter glue on there just so that it doesn't come undone, because I didn't double knot it or anything. So make sure it'll stay put. And then I'll put this to the side so it can dry, so I won't mess around with it. Okay. So, what shall we do about the star? Kind of feel like maybe the star could be some kind of color, but what color would it be? We have these papers that I did pick this one out. That might be kind of cute. What if we did the stars, the pinstripes? I also pulled these out. I don't want to cut this up just for that reason, but I wouldn't mind cutting up the pinstripe. Let's see. Not in love with that idea yet. Let's go take a look in here and see what we can find. Put this off to the side. I need it to be somewhat not bulky. Oh, and we need a number 23. So let's look at what we've got for numbers here. 23. Okay, that's not a terrible number, but it's not my favorite either. But let's go ahead and, sorry, you probably couldn't even see that. Here's the 23. So we'll put this over here. I don't know if I'm going to use that or not, but I'll at least put it there, and we won't forget about it. Okay, so I think I just need to cut these apart. Let's see, Christmas Carol. I don't want to cut that up either. That's kind of the same color. I'm half wondering if I shouldn't go be looking in the Victoria Designs images. No, I don't want to cut that one up just for this. That little piece. Okay, let me pull this back over here so that you can see. Put this off to the side. So we've got I was kind of wondering if there might be like ornament images or something in here that might work. I was just wondering if putting it on top of one of these might be interesting. It could be. There's not enough of this. I like the idea of using the berries from this though. That's a thought. It would definitely bring color to the page. I don't know why I'm stuck on red. Okay, so those have nothing to do with ornaments, but I liked that they were a little bit smaller pictures. Well, that would give us some color and a little birdie. I like that idea. Actually, I like it a lot better than using just this. So I will put this to the side. It's too small. You won't get enough. Okay, so there's little ornaments down here, but this page is not tall enough. No, I don't think that'll work. I don't want blue. I'm gonna pull this one out too. This one might be a dark horse. Okay, now that's the wrong color and I don't want those. Okay, so I don't think I want anything else in here. Nope, that got put in backwards. Oh, my pretty little ladies. Still don't know what to do with them. You know, randomly I did put this in here, and I'm wondering if one of these wouldn't have a solution. Let's see. The problem though is you're gonna have the border of the postcard. And we've already got, oh my gosh, that's adorable. How cute. So cute. I think I need to save these for something else. Okay, we've got some pretty good contenders here. So, all right, so you're gonna yell and scream at me here, but I honestly will not use this page for the dream catcher portion, but I kind of like the idea of getting a bit of this and this into this star. So let's just mark around this and cut it out and see what it looks like. Okay guys, I kind of think I might really like that. So let me put that down on the page and see what it kind of looks like with everything else. So we have this over here, and we have this here. And then we have that kind of there like that. And then this one's kind of hanging out there like that. Sorry, it's a little too low. I'm kind of liking that, you guys. And then I don't know that I want to make the number so prominent, and this is too big then for it, but this number wouldn't be terrible though. Okay, so what I was thinking was I should back this with something, but then I just realized, well, maybe it couldn't hurt because it is kind of falling into the page a little bit. So I'm gonna find some kind of paper to put behind this, and then I'll do kind of a shadow cut around it. And yeah, I'll be right back after that. Alright guys, so yeah, I just put this on a piece of tea-dyed paper and did a really slim outline cut around it. I didn't ink that up because then that would just hide everything that I had just done. So, okay, so I think I'm at the point now where I just want to glue these down, and then we can come back over here. I was thinking maybe I would put my date on here. And the not this. I'm still trying to decide on the number, but I think we could use this whole ornament for the date and the number. And then yeah, so let me glue this down. I'm going to use some Fabri-Tac for this one. And I was just kind of looking at, there you go, so you can see what that looks like. This is turning out pretty cute. Okay, so let's go ahead and shut this, and oh, I need to put this guy back in. Let's put this over here. Okay. All right, so here's this number. I'm going to go ahead and cut it out just in case. Okay, so let's see what this looks like. Gotta say, I'm not sure I like that much better. I don't really want to cover up this. That's not going to fit there. I'm not sure what I don't like about it, but there's just something that's not quite right with either one of them. Let me see. Let me put this down here and see if I don't like this setup better. And then the date stamp will be up there. Am I trying too hard with this? I think I might be. Okay, so let's scrap that idea. I do still want this to be here with the date. So we've got a couple of options here. So let's see what this looks like. Again, we'll put this there. This will sit there. We could do something like this, where the date or the number could go, which I don't mind that. Or even this. Kind of don't mind that either. I could scooch that down just a little bit so it's in the middle. Yeah. I wish this wasn't quite that color. I might see what I can do with some distress stain here. Just very lightly go over this and see if we can't darken it just a little bit. So that's that now. Can't say it's much better, but it's at least gonna blend in more. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. So I need to ink around the edges of this. I feel like I need some kind of twine or something there, but I'm not quite sure how. How. Okay, well, that kind of just came out of nowhere, but I think it's kind of darn cute. So it's kind of like this is holding the little sign up or something on top of the ornament. So, okay, so I'm going to, and I just held those two sides. I needed more string, so I just put some washi down. But I'm gonna glue this entire thing down to the page. So let's go ahead and do that now. And again, I don't know that I need to get it all the way to the edges, but I do want to make sure and get these little washi tapes, because I know that washi is not going to hold it forever. So, but Fabri-Tac will. Okay. That's really cute. Kind of turned out farmhouse looking anyway. So we got a bunch of different styles going on here. Alright, and then put my Fabri-Tac away. Do this little number. Let's see, I think I kind of had it right there. Alright, so I'm still not convinced. Now that I've got this there, I don't want to put the date on here unless it's maybe, well, it could go underneath, I suppose. Let's just do that. Okay, so December 13th. Very, very carefully. Yep, okay, I'll take that. It's not super straight, but oh well. Alright, so here is a closer look at how that turned out. I think that's pretty darn cute, guys. And then I'm not even going to do any journaling or anything. Honestly, what do you journal about ornaments? Unless you have one that's really special to you, which I don't really. So I think that'll be really kind of the end of this one. So, and then that got glued down so that it won't disturb that. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this one today, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.